one-on-one model of corporate philanthropy. And thank him very much for being a sponsor.
All right, so my little presentation is on this one-on-one model. And you're probably asking what exactly is the one-on-one model of corporate philanthropy. Someone mentioned before that one-on-one is some term in what sport was that?
Cricket.
Cricket, beside Nelson. Way over my head, no idea what it was. But the one-on-one model, we're all familiar with gigantic corporate profits. And there's nothing wrong with profits. Profits are wonderful. In fact, I love to see corporate profits. But in today's world, there's so many problems that are going on. We need to take those profits and redirect them. The one-on-one model is a way of going about that. You're just looking at this chart, you can see some of the recent profits that are out there. Now, I want to point out at the bottom, Salesforce.com with $1.1 billion, the smallest number on that particular page. We're going to come back to that. So why is corporate philanthropy important? Well, to start with, just here in the United States, the world's largest economy, and the world's richest country, we have problems with homelessness, with people starving, with drugs. We've got issues with our kids getting sucked into gangs, getting sucked into violence. These are things that we need to deal with on a daily basis. We also have issues on a global scale with terrorism. Just the fact that we go out and we need all these natural resources, and the way we accumulate these resources from other regional places around the world, we take, but we don't tend to give back. That creates a lot of ill will. These are issues that we need to deal with, and a lot of them tend to come from a corporate scale. The United States has a large issue with imperialism. My point is, it's a big failure. There are issues that need to be addressed, that still need to be addressed. So how does one-on-one model fit into this? Well, it's about giving back. It's about giving people something to have a chance more than just survive its life, but to flourish. So again, back to one-on-one. This all started with a company called Salesforce.com. Back in 2000, with the help of to-be former Secretary of State Colin Powell, they implemented this one-on-one model of corporate philanthropy, which is to donate 1% of the employee's time, 1% of their product, and 1% of their equity to the global community. In fact, just last week, Salesforce.com was announcing that other corporations are picking up this model and running with it because they're seeing how successful it is, both for the company and for the community as a whole. So what is one-on-one? We'll start with 1% time. 1% of the employee's time. Just imagine, a company with 1,000 employees, if they were to donate 1% of their employees' time, so an employee works 240 days a year, that's 2.4 days that they can donate. The company encourages that donation. They don't just say, well, we'd like you to do it. They encourage it. They almost require it. It makes the employee feel good to know that, hey, I can take this time off and go work at a local shelter, a local food bank. Just have to imagine that usage on a large scale. 1% product, to donate food, to stock food banks, to provide services. It could be software, it could be consulting services. And just imagine companies like, or nonprofits like the Red Cross or Meals on Wheels, companies that need vehicles and do a lot of transport and rely on transport to move their product around and deliver their services. Imagine what they could do with all the gas if we could take a small 1% of that product that's being delivered. Finally, equity, cash. Now, so many companies are already donating cash. This isn't something new. And this is probably the one part of the model that's already very common out there. But just imagine what some of that 1% actually is. We're talking about a $43 billion profit. Wow, I mean 1% is a staggering number. Even 1/100% is a huge amount of money. So corporations need to step up, especially the large ones that have a global impact. So why do this? Well, I mean, according to this, and this is an old Trends report, you can see that it has a huge impact. There's the way that consumers look at a company that provides these kind of services is significantly different than a company that doesn't. There are tons of benefits. There are far too many to go into. I mean, you can just see some of them up here. But what it comes down to really is just making an impact. It comes down to helping people out there no matter where they are, whether they're in the United States or whether they're in the country. I think the key really is that it's in the areas that the company operates. As far as the company goes, they get benefits out of this too. It helps build strong employee loyalty and strained, and I'm out of time. If more information, you can see the Salesforce.com Foundation or any of these websites up here, so thank you.
Thanks, Mark. Much appreciated. And now